Something a bit unusual from last night's Senate debate between Republican Representative Todd Young, former Democratic Senator Evan Bayh, and Libertarian Lucy Brenton. No one mentioned GOP candidate Donald Trump's name.
The National Review reports that maybe the candidates felt they had nothing to gain by mentioning Trump. What was not unusual, however, lots of allegations and attacks from both Bayh and Young. 13 Investigates has been busy today fact-checking the candidates' claims.
Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel is here now to explain which ones are true and which ones are not.
Evan Bayh and Todd Young have been relentless in their attack ads, and when the candidates met face-to-face, the allegations kept right on coming.
What'd you do, Evan, after that? You took the money and ran.
It's just not true what Congressman Young was saying.
These are the words of a D.C. politician.
Congressman Young is getting pretty desperate.
These are not the senators you're looking for.
The 60-minute debate between Democrat Evan Bayh, Republican Todd Young, and Libertarian Lucy Brenton was filled with strong claims and even stronger denials, especially when it comes to Young's repeated claim that
Evan Bayh now works for as a lobbyist, a lobbyist.
It's not true that I have ever been a lobbyist.
13 Investigates has determined Bayh's claim that he's never been a lobbyist should be met with caution, and it gets a yellow light. Right after leaving the Senate, Bayh became a partner at a Washington, D.C. law firm that does more than $5 million a year in lobbying for big corporations. And he still works there. Bayh is not registered as a lobbyist, and his campaign says he's been very careful not to lobby and to serve companies only as a consultant. But still, he works in the division of the law firm that does lobbying, and he's aggressively advocated positions that have been very beneficial to some of his law firm's clients. That sounds a lot like lobbying. Young and Bayh also battled over Social Security and Medicare.
He's voted to give Social Security benefits, your earned benefits, to illegal immigrants. He voted for Obamacare. We wouldn't have it except for Evan Bayh, and Obamacare cut $700 billion from the Medicare program that is so important to our seniors.
Those claims by Congressman Young are stretching the truth a lot. The $700 billion in Medicare cuts that Young is talking about, well, Young later signed off on those cuts in a budget he helped to write. Because the spending cuts didn't impact senior programs, they just lowered profits for hospitals and insurance companies. That is a yellow light. And Bayh never voted to give your Social Security benefits to illegal immigrants. The amendment Young is referring to would have allowed illegal immigrants to get Social Security money that they paid into the system themselves. Bayh ultimately voted against that twice. So Young's claim,
That's been fact-checked multiple times, has been determined to just be flat-out false.
We agree. We give the congressman's allegation a red light. Coming up, we'll take a look at other allegations made by the candidates, like Evan Bayh claiming Todd Young has repeatedly voted against veterans. Quite an allegation against a candidate who's a Marine. Should you believe it or not? Our fact-checking continues in just a few minutes.